Today's gonna be a workout day. I'm weighing about 185. Gotta put the workout on. It's a nice day. Ooh, marshmallow, marshmallow, marshmallow man. Marshmallow, marshmallow, marshmallow man. Who's online? Who do we got? We got a couple people, not yet? Okay, cool. Marshmallow, marshmallow, marshmallow man. I'm gonna drink the juice on fire. Give me 5 seconds, folks. I'll be right back. I gotta use the toilet. Give me 5 seconds. Marshmallow, marshmallow, marshmallow man. Okay. It's cold. It's cold in there. What do we got? 1 person, 5 people, 6 people, 8 people. What's up, folks? Oh, sorry for that. There we go. What are you guys up to today? Please like and subscribe below. Seeing what you guys are doing. I'm getting ready to do a 30-minute live, and that's it for the day. For today, this morning anyway. And then I'm gonna go live again tonight probably. So I'll do 2 total. I'm gonna start cleaning up this camper, getting it ready because this boy's about to take off. What I mean by that is I'm getting ready to go back to work. Ain't gonna be too much longer. A couple more days. Getting my background check done, getting all the stuff I have to get done. And then I will be going back to work. I was only on vacation for 5 months, folks. Not too long. Not too long. I just want to appreciate YouTube and all the views that I did get today, all last week, all last year. Much appreciation. Hold on, I gotta turn on the light so I can see. There we go. We are Crystal Mares 8972. How you doing? Jack Rooms, how you doing? Hopefully you guys' day is going great. Mine's phenomenal for now. Oh. Drink one of those. Those are good. I don't recommend them for just anybody, but yeah, you gotta have a strong heart for those. Good so far. Excellent. I like hearing positive, positive, positive. It's gonna take me a couple seconds. I'm gonna run outside so I grab the battery for the vacuum. I gotta start cleaning in here today because I am vacating the premises. Getting ready to go back to the East Coast, folks. So that's where I'm going back to the East Coast. Anyhow, so that's what we'll be doing. I will be right back. Just stay in tune, please. Take me less than 10 minutes to get back. Probably take me about 3.5 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm right on time, like always. So I don't know if you guys know, but what's pretty cool is how I vacuum my floor. Because I live in a little RV. I use a battery operated tool to do that. Here's the vacuum. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. You empty them like a vacuum cleaner, you know what I mean? Let's see how much dust I got. Oh, not too bad. All this dog here. Yeah, we're about to clean probably most of the trailer today. I know I don't want to do all of it because I'm going to be leaving soon, so I'd rather do the trailer and clean it out probably the day of that I gotta, or the night of, a day of I gotta leave on the plane. So, yep. This thing is cool though. I tell you what, out of anything I've ever used, one of these vacuums is stout. They're strong. I recommend them for a whole lot of stuff. That's just how I clean my clean this camper I'm living in right now. Yes, sir. Oops. There we go. A little crooked day. Yeah. There we go. No, I'll do that after I'm done with you guys. I'm gonna clean, vacuum, and get some stuff done in the camper. Take out all my trash, everything all prepped, ready to go. Probably got about 2 weeks left and then I'll be out of here. Something like that. The start date's February 2nd. New Mexico. No. I've been to New Mexico. Crystal. I've been to New Mexico. I worked all over New Mexico. Texas, Arizona. I'm going back in the east where all those storms are going. I'm going to go get those power poles good to go. What I love about my career is you can work 5 months and be off 5 months if you like to. You can put away enough money during that time. Yeah, what part of New Mexico? Hobbs? I was in Carlsbad, Hobbs, Portales, Clovis. Where else did we go? I think that's about it. We didn't do no polls in Albuquerque. Where else? I can't really recall or remember. I just remember those 5 places. That was it. But I used to live in Portales when I was a young kid. I went to school down there. Albuquerque. Okay. I do power pole inspections. So all the utility poles with all the power lines on it, we inspect the wood of that and all the stuff on top, the attachments. So we either do ground line, full ground line, stuff like that. Yep, it's a decent job. It's hard work, but yeah, it's decent. I didn't like digging in New Mexico. Most of it was rocky, like Carlsbad. Hobbs was in between, but yeah, I've been all over the world. There's still a couple places I want to go, like South Carolina, Florida, and I was thinking Montana, and maybe two other spots of the United States, and then I pretty much wrapped up everything except for the East Coast, northeast. I've never been to Maine, all that little area, but I went as far as Connecticut. You need a job. If you got a driver's license, they hire you. If you look at my bio, um, for my description of my YouTube channel, you could get a hold of me there, and I could give you some numbers if you want a job. You have to be 18, and you have to have a driver's license for the foreman position. That is, if you have no license and you're 18, I think they do hire, but that's like a crew member, which doesn't pay that much. I think it's over 20, but I don't know. It depends what company you go to as well. Yeah, if you need a job, give me some information, where I could get a hold of you and my email, and then I'll be able to get a hold of a couple people for you if that's what you want to do. It's not an easy job. It's pretty hard work. Straight blue collar, though. That's what it is. That's just what I do. So you've probably been looking for employment for a very long time and can't find no employment at your hometown, which is kind of understandable. Okay. Yeah, I could check into it for you. Like I said, just give me like a phone number or something so I could get a hold of you. Once I get a hold of somebody, I'll do that for you. No problem. You're only a couple years younger than I am. Actually, I'm 44, but yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of people out there. They're looking for employment and can't find it. Um, that's pretty sad. How you live in the hometown and you can't even, get nothing at your hometown. That's pretty sad. I'm gonna change my shirt, folks. Hold on, give me a second. Well, pretty much, I pretty much basically live my life off of a. I live out of a suitcase. Just to let you know. Yeah, just to let you know, I live out of a suitcase. You're good. No, you're good. It don't matter where you've been. They'll hire felons and all that stuff. Shit, I might hire you for where I'm going. It depends. I know the last company I was with, they had a few females that did the work. So, yeah. But yeah, it's straight blue collar. I think you'll be fine. A lot of people ask me questions about the job. It's a pretty good job, but yeah. But don't forget to leave your information in my email below. Well, it's not on here. It's on my description of my YouTube channel. And then I'll be able to get a hold of you, get a hold of them, if you know what I mean. That's the only way to do it. I never really leave my personal information. I give my email, but that's about it. I don't mess around with phone numbers and stuff like that on, like, through live and stuff. Just through my bio, that's it. Yeah, I worked let's see, February all the way to August, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So I worked, yeah, half a year last year. And I had like I don't know, almost 6 grand in the bank. And I just lived off the 6 grand this whole time. Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, definitely. Y'all see what I can't do. I'm not gonna make no promises though, because I'm not the one to do that kind of shit, but I will I'll see what's up for you. Definitely. How long you been with YouTube for, if you don't mind me asking? I've been with YouTube for 4 years, steady, and I'm going. This is my 5th year. September 2021 was my first year. That's when I start date for YouTube. I love it though. I mean, it's nice to meet people that are real legit. You know, I really like meeting new people and stuff. In the world, not as much maybe. Who knows? It doesn't bother me, but most of the time I do like meeting new people. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm a content creator by heart. That's just what I do. You know, that's what I do. I do this while I'm working the other job too. I don't stop. I keep going. But yeah, I got like 5 years, almost 5 years in the YouTube industry. Uh, Pretty close. 20 September this year would be my 5th year. Or working on my 5th year, I'm sorry. I've been with YouTube for steady, on and off. But I got like over 3,000 short videos. I got a lot of stuff in the making. A lot of lives, a lot of everything. Yeah, that's very good. Yep. Definitely. So I work out when I'm not, like during job. I do work out when I'm working too. It depends how long my hours are. Sometimes we're working 10 to 12 hour days, which is nice. 7 days a week though, you know what I mean? That's just how they do it in the power pole industry. They got so many poles they got to get done within a matter of time. And normally we try to knock them out as quick as possible. So normally in the winter time we slow down. We still work at 40, but we slow down a lot in the winter, unless they got from this time the contracts going all the way till December to get it done. They're on a time frame, and normally a lot of companies I've been with, they can't hit their time frame because of the people. Yeah, man, and that's why we bring home like 15, almost 2,000 a week, is because we're working 10, 12 hour days. You know what I mean? So it's pretty close to that. It depends what company you go to though, but yeah. But to me, it's worth it because I mean, it's like I said, if you can work a 6 and still have hella money left over, I still got money. But the thing is I like to spread it out some. You know, it's almost like working in the oil industry. Oil gets paid higher than we do. They be hitting like maybe 2, 3 thousand a week when we're hitting all but two. You know, if you're with the right company, you could hit about 2.5 with what I do. But yeah, I hear that. There's only about maybe 5 more states I want to go to, and then I'll probably give it up. Who knows? Only 5 more. I want to go to North Carolina, South Carolina, and the bottom east. And then I want to go to, I think that's about where I want to go. Montana's the last spot. I've been everywhere else, so I got about maybe 10 out of the 50 states. I've probably been to all of them, but maybe 11? Somewhere 11, yeah. Welding's a good trade to get into, though. Yeah, welding's a good trade. They pay pretty good. But it's all the companies you work for, too. A lot of people they're cutting out at a 40, you know what I mean? But luckily for my job, we don't do it by a 40. We'll go 50, 60, 70 hours a week. We don't give a shit. You can't tell us no one either. That's what I like about it. Most people, they're all 4 days on, 3 days off, you know? Fuck that. I like to go 7 days a week. You know, I mean, 4 days on and 3 days off is not a bad thing, but I mean, you just don't make as much. Yeah, and during any pandemic or anything, we're still working. We don't stop. When the COVID came out, we didn't have to take shots or none of that. It wasn't mandatory for us. We don't have to do none of that shit. Nah, because if they did, they probably lose a hell of a lot of people. If you know what I mean. Yeah. We're first responders, though. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is nice. Any power outages we get to go to, any storm we get to go to. Storm watch is way higher pay than regular. If you get to go to a storm, I've been to a couple of them, probably 3 of them. And I was there when Paradise, California burnt down the ground and the whole city was dead. I've been there, done that. I was there in, where else did I go? A couple other spots. You know, a hurricane in Houston. Oh, right there by Galveston. Yeah, more money the better, exactly. But you know, just like when you're laid off, you learn how to do side shit to make you money as well. Like stocks or whatever, I don't know. I used to play around in the field of stocks of Bitcoin, all that other shit. It's quite interesting, but I remember when they first came out, and the whole like Google, all that shit came out. I had chances to get my hands in everything, but I was too busy to keep it going. That's when Bitcoin was like a couple bucks a piece, like $1. I think it was $1.50 when it first came out, somewhere in there. And then what it is now, it's like, damn, only if I would have invested another like so much for it, you know. Because U.S. currency is going to go to a crypto. They're going to get rid of the dollar amount figure eventually. They're already obsolete pennies, so you know, obsolete nickels, pennies, quarters, dimes, and dollar amount's going to go down. They're going to give you a crypto or a card or something to be buying your shit with. I know that for a fact. In time. Drywall boards, okay. I used to do construction when I was little, but then I got into utilities, which utilities is a way higher paid occupation. It depends what you do. Water district, if you get in the water district, it pays you a buku bucks. It depends where you're at, though. I got some friends in the water. They make like, I don't know, $150,000 a year. But you got to have certification for all that. They got like all the way up to 5, like 5 tiers in there. So it's like cert 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five's the highest. That means you could do anything, and then it goes down. Then with the wastewater management, they make good money too. But you probably have to be in a big old city to make that kind of money, you know. There was this one company I was going to go to, and they do installations of the power grid for the United States. My boys over there make about $10,000 a month. Bring home. That's bring home. There's a guy I met from South Dakota, and he lives in Hot Springs. And that guy makes, he does the substations, and he makes probably about $10,000 to $12,000 a month bring home. after taxes. Now, plumbing is pretty cool. Plumbing's all right. That's a good little business, yeah. Plumbers make good money. I mean, it depends how good they're known or whatever, but yeah, they make good money. Mm-hmm. My dad was a full contractor for a lot of years. I don't know, 10, 11, 12, something like that. He made decent money too at the time. Yeah. My dad was in the custom cabinets. He was in there for, I think, 12 years, 10, 11, somewhere in there. I don't know the exact year, but he did that. But he also retired from the military, which the military don't pay their guys shit, man. What's it sad? They put 20 years in there and they don't get nothing. They give them something. That's all they get is something. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, definitely, man. So I've been living government. I've been, all this type of different types of living, but for the last, I don't know how many years, for the last so many years, I've been, I did power poles. This is my 12th year. I'm going on 12 years of power pole inspection. I mean, the job is always there when you need it. If you can't find nothing else, I've tried to change my careers, I don't know, a few times, and honestly, never got nowhere with it. Most money I made, it was in the underground. Underground's very good money. Like when you're messing with fiber and stuff like that. That's very good money. There's a lot of good money making jobs out there, I tell you. There's a lot. It's not just doing what I do, The oil industry in Texas, now they got oil in New Mexico that they're pulling away from, probably in Hobbs and Carlsbad. I think it's Carlsbad, my bad, Carlsbad. The pipeline on that sucker, they pay a lot of damn money. I've been trying to get in oil since I was younger, but I never knew the right people to get in. You know what I mean? But I would really love, with the way the oil industry is right now, I really would love to go give last 5 years of my life into the oil rigging. Even the oil rigger makes, hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, cool. I still ain't made it to your channel, but I'm gonna make it, I promise. Just give me a little time. I'll make it probably right after this live. I'll do you a favor, and I'll try to promote your channel a little bit. I did Okies already, so I'm trying to promote some of the subscribers I got out here, since I am getting bigger, so can't really do nothing once you're little. You have to be a little bit known to help people out, but I'm getting ready to go back to the East Coast more. That's where I'm going. I don't think I'm going back to New York. I think I'm going to... I'm not really too for sure. I might be going to South Carolina. I'm hoping. Because I ain't been there yet. I don't care about Indiana, and I don't care about nowhere else. I've already been those spots. I want to go somewhere new. South Carolina would be amazing. I think so. Beautiful country on the east. Cold as hell on the east, too, I bet. Yeah, so... yeah. As soon as I get off here, I'll take one of your shorts and collab with you. With my ugly goon face on there. It's snowing here. Oh, Jersey? Yeah. I didn't really care too much for Jersey, bro. Honestly. Hey, man. How you doing, Kato? CC, what's up, bud? Yeah, that's understandable, Crystal. That's totally understandable. I totally know where you come from. Yeah, it's nice when you can live a life like I got. It's amazing. I'm not going to complain about it. It sucks at sometimes, but you'll be all right. I really like it. I really like the way I do what I do. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to take a layoff or quit this year, though. I think I'm going to stay till about December, maybe take maybe a 2-month layoff this time instead of taking 5 months off. I really want to go back to Texas, though. Texas is where I want to resign at because I love the laws and regulations over there. The laws in Texas, they don't have those laws anywhere else in the United States. Yeah, that's why I do what I do, too. I travel a lot. 90% of the time in the year, I travel. I mean, last year, 2025, I was in New Jersey, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania. I was in Indiana, Nevada. Where else did I get to go? Arizona. And I think there's one or two more states of New Jersey. I think I already said that. That's about it. I went to about 6, 7 states last year. Year before that, I went to like 10. New York, I really like New York. New York was a nice little place to go to. I really loved it. New York was beautiful. A lot of people think New York's ugly. No, it's not. We're not in the city. We was upstate, so it's way nicer. Way, 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 way nicer. Yeah, upstate New York is beautiful. And I was in Middletown, something like that. And I was upstate, but we was only about an hour away from New York City. I really wanted to go there to Times Square and everything, but I went home on 4th of July weekend and missed the trip for 2 days to New York City. I was kind of bummed out, but that's okay. I'll have another chance to go, I'm sure, eventually. Yeah, New York is strict. It's like California. I was born in California, so I was born in Central California in the Valley, less than 2 hours away from Stockton, less than 2 hours away from Fresno. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Upstate's very beautiful. I'm a Sagittarius as well. That's funny you said that. Yep, I'm Sagittarius. I was born in 29th of November. You got cold in the trailer yesterday. Holy smokes, I was freezing balls off. I woke up this morning, didn't even want to get out of bed. It's like, hell no. I did though. Had to do propane again. It's like, holy smokes. And that sucker ain't got no propane, man. You ain't got no heat in there. It's 40 degrees up in the trailer, man. All you want to do is just curl up like a little bug. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I love to travel. What it is I like to travel to places I ain't never been to before. If I've already been there, it's not as fun. You know what I mean? Now, I didn't go all over Indiana when we was doing the polls last year, but I was part of the state, south and north, I think. Been to Wisconsin, been to Green Bay. I've been all over that area as well. All over Wisconsin, north, south, east, and west. The only state I didn't go northeast, south, and west was, I'd have to say, Indiana. No, I was north and south only. Everywhere else, the whole state. This is what I like, folks, is people getting intervened with me on YouTube because it makes it so much easier to be talking to people when they put comments down, if you know what I mean. A lot of people, I'll get on here, I'll stay here 10 minutes, and they won't say a word. It's like, come on, folks, get it going. I don't know what to talk about to be talking, just to be talking. You know, I like to actually intervene with the people that are supporting my channel. It makes it a whole lot easier. I mean, like right now, I told you guys 30 minutes. We're going to do an hour. We're going to do an hour right now because, I mean, people are actually talking. But that's the thing, too, is people got to be talking or I can't get on here and just say, "Bup, bup, 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 bup." I don't like to ramble, you know what I mean? I do from time to time just to keep it going, but yeah, Crystal, don't forget to write me an email with the information so I could get a hold of you after I get a hold of a boss. Because in that field, it's an equal opportunity. They'll hire women, you know, they'll hire men and women. They don't, how would you say it? They don't judge, I guess you could say. David, yes, I do remember you, bud. I don't forget no one, especially when they're on my lives. If they're on my lives once, I might forget about them, but if they're on there 2, 3 times, I don't forget about the people that I talk to. Yeah, same here, same here. Yeah, I could talkity, talk. Yeah, but today's a good life, man. That's good. I mean, people are brought in my way for a reason, folks. I just want you guys to know that a lot of people cross my path for a reason. It's either for helping something or just someone to talk to, you know. And that's what makes YouTube. It makes me I've changed a lot of people's lives. I know I have. I mean, I got 1.5 million impressions, so not a lot of people with those 7,000 subscribers got that. Not a lot of people with 7,000 subscribers got almost 2 million views neither. So I must be doing something right. Thanks to y'all, though. I wouldn't be doing it by myself. I make the videos you guys like and comment. That helps out a whole lot. And I still think to this day their statistics are wrong. I know they are. Because they're saying I got almost 6,000 hours and stuff. Sorry, folks. I'm a health freak when it comes to certain things. I like to drink this juice. Actually, I got to shake it up first. I don't like drinking it without it being shaken up. Pomegranate juice is good for you. Very expensive. It's $10 a bottle. 10, 11, 12 bucks a bottle. Oh, yeah. I love that stuff. It's good for your heart. Very good for your heart. Makes my heart strong, I guess. But it's also an antioxidant, too. Anything you eat, it clears you out. So I like drinking pomegranate juice. It's good. I love my vitamins, C's, A's, B's, D's. Maybe sometimes E's. It just all depends, really. But, yeah. But I'm a collector by trade, you know. I collect a lot of things from the road, you know. Different kind of stuff. I like collecting coins. You know, that's just, I've been doing it for a while. My pops got me into it, so I'm a collector by trade. And these are just what I collected here. It ain't much, but I'll tell you what, when you go on the road, so you wrote my email down? Sweet. Okay, perfect. Yeah, just put your information in there, like a name and a phone number. That's it. Like I said, make it simple. But like I said, I'm not promising nothing. I don't want to say, yeah, you got a job, and then you try to get a hold of me and I'm ignoring you. I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I'm not going to promise nothing, but I could try. That's all I'm going to tell you. So, anyhow, it's almost time to clean up this trailer a little bit. But I tell you what, man, you got to have your seasonings. I do a lot of things out of the microwave, you know, because I live by the microwave only. Sometimes I'll go out and have a nice steak, you know. But I tell you what, man, some of this seasonings I buy, oh man, I love it. That one's very good. See, what I like to do is mix four together, you know what I mean? But you guys see the flavors on those? The buttery ones are very, very good. Anything with butter in it, folks. And buttery. That one is one of my favorites right there. Exactly. Yeah. No, I got what you're saying. Perfect. But yeah, those are my favorite seasonings. I never knew Kinder's. I was normally eating stuff from the East Coast where like the cooks and all that stuff, they make their own seasonings. This is a different brand I have never heard of. Never heard of that on the East Coast. I come to the West Coast. I tried one. I didn't really like it. Then I went to another one, And I started making up my own. You know, you put like 15 seasoning in one bottle. You mix that sucker just right. If you do it by the quarter scoop or whatever you call it, and you mix them together, they're phenomenal. You know what I mean? Normally they're rubs for like ribs and stuff like that in the backyard, but normally those are really good to eat. hmm I like to mix all sorts of stuff together. And how I learned that was there was a guy in Louisiana when I was down there inspecting poles. I met and he made some gumbo that was just really decent. Probably the best gumbo you ever make. Probably the best food you ever try is you ever meet someone from Louisiana and they cook for you and they keep cooking for you on a weekly basis while you guys live in the hotel. I tell you what, that's the best way to go. They could do anything good with steak. Anything they make is phenomenal. I've tried gumbo. I've tried a whole bunch of Louisiana dishes, and I tell you what, those boys taught me how to cook. I didn't even know how to cook. It was salt and pepper cooking. And why you got to keep it so basic, you know? And I tell them, I didn't know nothing else. But now I knew, and they started teaching me how to throw this and that together. And man, I tell you what, that's the best shit in the world. Because if you don't know, you ain't going to learn, right? That's just how it goes. If you know something, you're going to know. If you don't, you don't. And that's just how it is, too. So We've been going 40 minutes on this one. This one's a good live right here. Still got 5-6 people with me. That's beautiful. I love it. Thank you guys. Much appreciation. Much appreciation. Normally I'm working out, but I haven't worked out, yesterday? Yeah, I'll probably work out some more today. I gotta get a little bit more slender for the... I don't like to be fat when I'm going in the business because it sucks out there when you're fat. It really does. But when you're slimming down about normal weight, mine would be about 175. I was down to 179. I'm probably up to 180 now, but I have to get myself down a few more pounds before I take off. When I work out, it's about a 3-4 hour workout. You know, it's just with a dumbbell weight, and that's about it. I mean, I was getting pretty fat there for a while. All I would do is just lay around and eat, and do nothing else. It's like, no, I can't be like that no more. Got to do something about it. So I did something about it, and then started losing weight, and it's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, but yeah, my normal weight's about 178. I'm cool with that. Try to get all the fat off my body. The older you get, your metabolism doesn't work like it used to. You just got to keep in steady motion. But yeah, I'm about to jump on a plane here pretty quick, so here probably about a week and a half. I'm getting ready to go back to work. It's time. And the more inspections you do, folks, like if you're new to a job that I'm doing, the more you do, the more you make, because normally there's bonuses and inquiries that they give you. I mean, you can make $3,000 a week. If you want to go out there and get it, they ain't gonna give it to you. You know what I mean? So if you're working like a 70-hour week and you get like, it depends how big your team is. If you got a 2-man team and you're busting out 80 poles a day, you're doing a phenomenal job, and everything's correct on the screen and all the computing in the computer. You could easily make $3,000 a week. You're gonna work 70-hour weeks, but you're gonna bring home after taxes about three grand. I remember when we was up here in Oregon doing these stupid poles right here. It was a lot, man. It was a lot of rocky digging. And that's another thing too, is it depends on the terrain and the soil you're digging in, you know, to actually get what you want. Now, if you go over there like Yuma, Arizona, and that shit's like butter, you go over there and you bust out 100 poles, 200 poles a day, no problem, you know. 3-man team. A lot of people don't work like that no more. They want to be on the phone, walking around, doing nothing they supposed to be doing. And that's just how the work industry is nowadays. They're not as solid as they used to be. Well, of course, me, 44, almost 45. We built this motherfucker. We're the last of the real industry that's actually doing what we do. You know, there ain't nobody else. There ain't gonna be nobody else. I started 11, 12 years ago in that shit, and it ain't the same no more. No, just ain't the same, you know. So I got a little bit of work I got to do around the house before I take off. Not too much, but cut the grass and get all this shit down and out. This place was filthy when I first showed up, but it's almost done. Yeah, that's what they do. They like to milk it. That's what they do. They, like the supervisor was talking to me. It's like, bro, I want your job, bro. I got enough years into it, you know. He's like, I can't find nobody that wants to do nothing. And it's like, yeah, that's about the normal bullshit. They get out there and they pussyfoot around. I'm gonna say it like it is, folks. I ain't gonna. If I'm gonna talk to y'all, I'm gonna talk to y'all like I like to talk. You know what I mean? But that's just how it is. They pussyfoot around, man. Not for long. I'm gonna go save somebody's contract like I always do. Every time I get on the board, I save somebody's ass. But then when I leave, I tell them, you're going to lose this one, this one, this one. And I leave. Less than 6 months, they lose everything I told them they did. It's fucked up. Well, you see, you can normally tell by a company within the first 3 weeks of working for them. First month, not even 90 days. They give you 90 days for probation. You look at them, okay, cool, I'll take it. And then you look how they operate and shit, and you see how they operate. Yeah, they don't even amount. I've set a lot of records for companies too. When I was in the underground, we did up there in Hermiston, Oregon. It was a Amazon data center. We was throwing a 1638 cable. It's an octagon cable. It's about, no bullshit, it's about like maybe a little thicker than this. And we was doing it all by hand and pulley. I would say we was slapping about 3,500 foot of fiber in the ground a day. A day. Just by hand. I was so strong at that time. I haven't pulled, when I pulled a little bit of fiber not too long ago, it was kind of tearing my shit up, but 3,500 feet. And the company was, I think they was open in 1930. I can't remember the 1930 sometime on the East Coast. They came to the West Coast, got all this work, whatever. It's always started by a dad and son, or normally a dad, you know, whatever, and then son takes over, whatever. So big ass company I used to work for, and we was slapping in. They said that's the most money they seen in the whole time the company's ever been open. It was over a multi-million-dollar contract too, and I was running it. But once I left there, they lost that contract. So, but yeah, it was cool. 3,500 foot a day. I don't know what the radius of the footage was or how much it was, but that was a lot of damn fiber. And nothing was damaged, nothing was crinked or broke or glass broken, none of that. And the fiber itself. Yeah, you ain't lying. I just now seen excuse me. I just now seen that comment. That's real shit right there. That's good right there. That's real. You know, the ones that milk it, they get to keep their job, and the ones that do their shit right, yeah, exactly. That's what's wrong with this work industry, folks. That's why I don't like working for no one anymore, really, because that's how it is. They're ass backwards. You know what I mean? So, but that's okay. We do what we got to do. Correct. Well, see me with the experience. I go into the field. I first meet people. They shine on me because of my experience. But I don't think I'm better than any of them. We're all the same, you know what I mean? That's how I think, though. But that's not how they think. If I tell them a poll is going to be rejected and why, oh, there's nothing wrong with that poll. How do you know? Well, I don't know how I know. I just know, you know. But they think I'm trying to fuck them on it. And 90% of the time, if you ask anybody I've ever came across in the poll industry, that I know what the fuck I'm doing. They'll tell you that. If they know me very well, they know exactly what they're talking about. I got supervisors saying that about me. He knows exactly what he's talking about. Yeah, excuse me. I know exactly what you're saying. That's okay though. Don't worry about it. And every time I go into the pool industry, it's a different mindset for myself. I don't tell anybody or get to meet no one. I stay to myself because of that reason right there. I might have one good person that I meet, but then again, I might meet a couple of them, you know, and they ask me a lot of questions because they respect me because of my experience. So, which that's what I love. I've taught a lot of people in this pole industry, and they'll tell you to this day that I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't lead people astray, and I don't lead people in a lying direction neither. Don't go for that. Yeah, just don't give up. That's right. That's you got to keep going. It's like well, YouTube, same thing. You get one view, don't make it stop. You get five. I got plenty of short videos down here that's got 3, 4, 5. I don't care. That's 5 people that day that counts. You know what I mean? That's all that matters to me. I don't care if I got one on every single one of my videos. It's still the factor of one person liking it, and that's it. And that's when you're a content creator slash uh, impression. I don't know the right word for it right now. I can't think of it, but you know what I mean. I make impressions, so I make people's lives change. Could be overnight. Just all depends on what we talk about. But we got 10 more minutes, folks, and then we'll be getting off of here. I just want to appreciate everybody that's been here through the whole live. Love it. Thank you so much, folks. Much appreciation with all the comments, too. Loved it. That was a big come up today, actually, from what it was and what it wasn't. I don't really go live every day. I'm going to be honest. I tell them I might go live tomorrow, but I never do. I'm just being honest about it. So, but the hours is what they count. The watch hours, you need watch hours. If you got 6 people watching you for an hour on one live, that means you got 6 hours built up just like that. You know what I mean? And I tell you, that's where it's at. People don't believe me. Then they're, oh, yeah. There's a lot of people that I was training on YouTube because no one's ever trained me. And they're way past me right now, which is cool. I love it. There's enough money out here in this world for everybody to eat off of. It's just how you go out there and get it. That's all it is. I started one of the dudes I knew here in Oregon on a YouTube channel. He's like, oh man, I got 1,000 views, but he's not doing nothing with it. So that's on him. I'll lead you to the water so you can fish for a lifetime. That's all I'm going to do. But if you can't get the fish and you're struggling and you don't call and talk to me and all that stuff, then I don't know what to tell you. I try to help people in right directions in life, how to make money, you know. I ain't going to be like one of those internet guys. I make 20,000 off of YouTube and the dude's probably only making $5. But there are some out there that make 20,000 a month. Let me tell you, folks, there's a few people that I've actually talked to in my life on YouTube that they make that exact amount. It's crazy. Content creation is going to be the #1 thing in technology coming. It's already here. It's already happening. But I wish I would have started my YouTube channel in 2018. I probably would have been who knows? I mean, because I grow dramatically on a yearly basis. I grow a lot. Never thought I'd be this high right now at the numbers I have right now. It's amazing. So amazing. All right, More, you take it easy. I will go check out your channel. I will make a comment, and then I will post your video for you, one of your shorts. It'll probably be Bubba's Gump Shrimp or something. One of those restaurants you've been to, I've been to, you know. It's funny how I posted the videos, and then you would go to them spots. That's cool. That's hecka cool. Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, I'll post up for you, bud. Anybody else on here that wants to be a full-time creator, I will help you out. I will help you out. I will post your video. All right, man. Yeah, I'll go check you out as soon as this live's up. I'm about done as well. I got one more person hanging on, so we'll probably go about 55. I might have to wait the hour. It's only 8 more minutes, so. But yeah, definitely, bud. I'll be seeing you. You'll be seeing me in a different state here pretty soon, too, like always. Yeah. So... Give me a few more minutes and then we'll be done. But hey, I'm cool on the hour. Every hour counts. Every minute counts. Every like counts. Everything in this world that counts. If it's nothing but positivity. I'm telling you. Yeah. All right, folks. We're gone. We'll holler at you later. Goodbye.